Hello there, lovely people. This is me, Ashley, here, sending my love to you from whatever reality I'm in today, to whatever reality you happen to find yourself in. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand totally that not everybody that's Mandela affected is a flat earther, and believe me, that's the last thing I expected to ever be. But the reason why I'm making this video today is because I want to trying to talk about the flat earth to globers. Now, as I said, don't get me wrong, I understand totally if you're not a flat earther, that's perfectly acceptable, because I used to be where you are now. I used to laugh wholeheartedly, and anybody that suggested that there was a flat earth. But the reason why I'm talking about it in Mandela effect terms are for two reasons. Number one is that I noticed around the time that the first changes started happening, even though I didn't know it was called the Mandela effect, that's when people I know started all of a sudden talking about flat earth. There hadn't really been, a flat earth movement before about 2015, I think. About that time. Maybe a bit earlier, maybe 14. But round about 2015, I noticed that friends of mine, people I knew, started talking about flat earth, and it was all a bit weird. And I still wasn't having any of it, obviously. I mean, I've been into space, and it was a passion of mine. So I was like, most globalists, that they, or globe believers, I just thought they were talking absolute rubbish and laughed a lot at them. Anyway, because I'm not really, I don't know, I think it was mainly because there were so many people, friends of mine, that actually were into it, that I decided to have a look to see if I could debunk it. You know what I mean? Obviously, I wasn't looking to become a flat earther. I don't think anybody wants to become a flat earther. I don't think that's what we go out for. We go out to try and find otherwise and prove otherwise. But it's because it started happening around about the time the Mandela effect started really ramping itself up to us guys that started to notice it. And ultimately, that's why I am a flat earther, because I'm Mandela affected. And if you're Mandela affected and you're not a flat earther, well, that's fine, but go and have a look at it. But if you're a flat earther and you're poo-pooing the Mandela effect, I think you want to give your head a wobble. Really. You really want to give your head a wobble, because it was because of the Mandela effect that I and many people like me actually became part of the flat earth, I wouldn't say flat earth community, but understanding that the earth's flat. Because believe me, I looked for a frigging curve. I looked a lot. Anything that I was watching that came on, I looked for the flat. I looked for the curve rather, and I couldn't find one. So I had to eventually come to the conclusion that the earth's flat, and as described in Genesis. I've been left with no alternative, mainly because I'm Mandela affected. So that brought me to that. But what I have noticed is that when I try and, over the weekend, I was fortunate enough that, people came to my home. Yeah, because we're rebels. No, because we're sensible people, and we've all been separate for many, many weeks. Nobody's ill, so why not? And quite frankly, that's a different subject anyway. Needless to say, I had a lovely day yesterday with friends and family members, and social distancing apart, I don't give a shit about that. But we started, I know one of the guys is a flat earther, and his daughter was laughing about it, and I just went, well, I'm a flat earther. I couldn't believe I actually admitted it. I just came flooding out my mouth. Well, I'm a flat earther. So me and Chris, the fella that's also a flat earther, who was the same as most of us, didn't believe it, looked for the curve, couldn't find it. We tried to explain why we were flat earthers, and we just got shouted down, completely and utterly shouted down. I mean, this is from open-minded people, mind, awake people that we were talking to, but they just would not have it at all. They would not, and they'd shout us down every time we tried to explain anything. They wouldn't listen, they wouldn't hear, they wouldn't listen. And that is kind of indicative of how the world is behaving at the moment. You know, you can show evidence, you can tell people why you've come to the conclusions that you've come to, and nobody listens. And especially, you know, this is a Mandela effect video, and it's a Mandela effect channel. But I'm talking about this, as I said, purely because I came to the flat earth conclusions because I'm Mandela affected. At first I questioned as to whether the flat earth was like one of the realities. You know, is it just one of the realities? You know, but what gets to me again, the closed-mindedness of people also applies to the flat earth community who don't believe and won't have the Mandela effect and say it's a psyop. I mean, come on, give your frigging head a wobble. Really? You know, you're talking flat earth and yet disrespecting people like me, shrugging us off like we're some kind of idiots. Get a grip. You know, flat earthers, have a look at the Mandela effect properly. Get your head out your arseholes, because you're behaving exactly the same as the global people that don't believe in a flat earth are behaving. You're behaving in the same way. Now, I'm not trying to defend myself as a flat earther. That's not the point. The point is, I really can't get my head around the fact that anybody who is a flat earther not having a bar of the Mandela effect. Anybody that's a flat earther that was giving it, oh, the Mandela effect is a psyop. Hello. The Mandela effect is reality changing. That's not a psyop. We can't psyop reality changing. You can't psyop buildings changing. You can't psyop the fucking geography of the world changing. But there you are, being a flat earther, telling other people, Mandela affected people, that we're under psyop. No, we're not. You're sounding exactly the same as the people that believe that the earth's a globe and will shout you down. So if you're a flat earther, open your fucking eyes to the Mandela effect. Do it. I double dare you. I double fucking dare you. And obviously, if you're Mandela affected and you're not a flat earther, that's no problem to me whatsoever, because I was where you are now. And I'm not doing this video to try and make you believe that the earth's flat. Why would I do that? I don't want to try and make you believe the earth's flat. It's just my own opinion from my own research. But it's really how other people react to it on both sides. You know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy. I think it's absolutely crazy. In fact, to me, it's more, it makes more sense that that people that aren't, that people that aren't Mandela affected or flat earthers, that they believe in the globe. I mean, because that makes more sense. But if you're a flat earther and you don't believe in the Mandela effect, that I can't get my head around that. Oh, it's a psyop. No. You think that's a psyop, but a flat earth isn't. Hello. It's that kind of shit that's it's not getting to me. It's like confusing for me. I don't understand. I don't understand people that are flat earthers that won't have the Mandela effect. But obviously, like I said, if you're Mandela affected and you're not a flat earther, I have no problem with that, because it is what it is, isn't it? I'm not trying to convince you otherwise, but really, it's the fact that people that are flat earthers are quite often the same as the people out there that have got their eyes shut. The people that, the general population, I don't want to call them non-player characters or sheeple, because we've all had our eyes shut at some point. That they are where we were, but it's the people that claim to have their eyes open, like flat earthers, that won't believe in the Mandela effect, that they are pretty much the same as the people that won't have flat earth. You're doing the same thing to Mandela affected people, and really, you're supposed to have your eyes extra open, and you're like, So it's just, I find it frustrating. I find it frustrating how close-minded people really are. And over the last few years, we've really got to see that. It's becoming more and more obvious. But if you claim to have your eyes open, have your eyes open enough. Have your mind open, not your eyes. Have your mind open to the possibility of other things. To everybody, whether you're a Mandela affected or not, whether you're a flat earther or not. Have your eyes open, question everything, and open your mind to possibilities that other things can be real. It's as simple as that, really. You know, it's as simple as that. So anyway, I got that off my chest. I just wanted to really verbalise how hard it is, one, to talk to people that aren't flat earthers about the flat earth, and two, to talk about people that are flat earthers but aren't Mandela affected, behaving in exactly the same closed-minded way. Dicks. Anyway, on that note, lovely people, my love to you all. I'm really not very well. I've just sat up to do this, but I'm not very well, as you can tell I'm not, because I'm still in my pajamas, and it's a beautiful sunny day out there, and I'm still in my bed. So, anyway, my love to you all. Till next time, as always.